So again, we are doing opposites and absolute value. And so the good thing is, this is one of the easiest topics we cover all year in 6th grade math. The only tricky thing is that sometimes people get the two things mixed up. So before we actually talk about opposites and absolute value, I want to just look at this number line that we have up here. So 0 is in the middle. And then on the right-hand side, we have our positive integers. And it says that they are greater than 0. Over here off to the side, outside of your notebook, you'll notice that I have a place that says highlighter. I want you to go ahead and click on one of those and drag it over on top of the part that says greater than 0. Okay? So I want you to remember, positive means greater than 0. And then over here to the left of 0, we have our negative numbers. Notice that they look like they're in backwards order. I like to call this side of the number line opposite land. So it looks opposite of the way our normal numbers look. And so they are less than 0. And so go ahead and pull a highlighter over here, and we're going to highlight that. So positive integers are greater than 0. Negative integers are less than 0. And notice it shows an arrow. So as numbers go to the right on a number line, they get bigger or greater. Okay? And then obviously that means that as they go to the left on the number line, they are getting smaller. So the first thing that we're going to learn about today are opposites. Opposites are the same distance from 0, but on the other side of the number line. So if I were to start at 0 and go one space over, I get to 1. If I started at 0 and went one space in the other direction, I get to -1. So 1 and -1 are opposites. Okay, so opposite of 2 would be -2. Opposite of -3 would be 3. So it's just the number that's the same distance, but on the other side of the number line. Absolute value is the distance from 0. That's super important, so we're going to highlight that. And you may need to make your highlighter a little bit longer for this one. So absolute value is the distance from 0. So let's look at the number 3. It is 1, 2, 3 units from 0. So the absolute value would be 3. Let's look at the number -3. It is 1, 2, 3 units from 0. So its absolute value is also 3. So something really important about absolute value is that it's always positive. So we're going to go ahead and write in the answers here. So the opposite of 4 is -4. The opposite of -8 is 8. The absolute value, which is always positive, of -3 is 3. And the absolute value of 4, which is always positive, is 4. And below 0 tells you it's under 0, so that's -3.